Hey there, it's Brittany Brennan, and this is your February 2023 market update. We are looking at our January data as of January 31st. We're going to talk about inventory levels and what to expect in the coming months. I'm going to leave you with two articles, one from the New York Times talking about interest rates, what to expect there, and then another one is from the Denver Metro Association of Realtors that came out yesterday. And it talks about our market and have we hit the bottom, and do we expect to see our market accelerate into the spring months as far as price increases, building equity, and then potentially a little bit more competitiveness on the buyer side. So we'll look at our active inventory count. We had 4,121 homes to choose from within our markets, 11 counties surrounding Denver Metro. That's up from about 1,600 active listings as of January 2022. So if you were a buyer in January 2022, you had about 2.5 less homes to choose from to go see that fit your budget and fit your criteria. So buyers right now definitely have a little bit more opportunity to be more selective on their home and really find the right one. We also want to talk about, our days in the MLS. It's really interesting that it came up a little bit from the end of December. But as we look week over week, it's significantly dropping. So what I'll show you next is that we have about 3,000 homes in Denver Metro that nobody is buying. It's either they're priced too high, maybe they are on a busy street, or a lot of times they need a lot of upgrades and they're trying to price it like it's a turnkey move-in ready home. So we're seeing about 3,000 of those homes sit on the market while we see each week about 1,100 come onto the market and about 1,000 go pending. So it's a really interesting time frame right now. I'll go ahead and show you those numbers and then give you a little bit more context. So this is looking at detached single-family homes and then attached homes like townhomes and condos. So we compare our numbers this year, January 2023, to where we were January 2022. We have our active listings at 4,120, like we talked about. Our new inventory is sitting at 2,858, where we look at this time last year at about 900 more units come on the market during that month. So a trend that we're going to see moving into this year is likely going to be less new listings. We've talked about a couple factors where 86% of people with a mortgage have an interest rate under 5%. And so they really have to have some pretty strong motivating factors to want to sell their house and then move into something and potentially pay a higher interest rate. So I will leave you too with one thing about the market right now. If you've ever microwaved a Hot Pocket or maybe a lasagna and you put it in the microwave for 4 minutes, and after 4 minutes, the exterior crust is scalding hot and then the interior is still frozen. That is almost like our market right now, where we're seeing extreme pockets of activity. Condos in Cap Hill under 300,000, extreme area of activity. Arvada, extreme area of activity, where most of those new listings, if they're priced right and they're move-in ready, are going to go off the market that first weekend. It's going to be a lot less competitive than we've seen, maybe only 2 to 4 offers, which just putting together good terms can get that done, can get that under contract. Whereas some of the other areas that are a little bit higher price point, where we look at, like Lodo, condos in Lodo, that's been a slower market recently. And so it really just depends on your neighborhood and your price point is there a ton of activity? What do we need to expect, and how should we game plan together? So it's a really exciting time. I am ready to see what the spring holds for us, but I'd love to chat too just a little bit more about your specifics on neighborhood and price point. All right, I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.